was that like as two single adults who've been taking care of themselves for a while. Both of them are completely independent, right? So essentially, you feel like that just because you are now dealing with a man, that he should take on all your responsibilities that you had when you were single.
Yes. I say
That's
that.
real though. Oh, that's real.
Yeah,
That's real. Yeah.
Yes. Like
Welcome back to Live from the Lab, episode 43, part 2.
Yes, sir. There it is.
Laughing already. So look, let's get into this music, man, because we about to have some good conversation in part 2 right here, man. So
Let's go, DJ Double R.
this one called Liquor Store by Lil Blessing.
All right.
Go. I wanna go to the liquor store. She wanna go to the liquor store.
Yeah.
I wanna go to the liquor store.
Yeah.
She wanna go to the liquor store.
Okay.
I wanna go to the liquor store. She wanna go to the liquor store.
Yeah.
I took her to the liquor store. I hit your by the liquor store. Boy, yeah, drunk, think I licked that. Go fat, probably kissed that. We be giving out shots like a liquor store. Listen, where you finna go to the liquor store? I wanna go to the liquor store. She wanna go to the liquor store.
We got
I
big
wanna go to
Terramana
the liquor
shots coming
store.
to the
She
stage
wanna
right
go
now.
to the
Let's
liquor
go.
store. Take a shot. Shot.
Take a shot.
I'm the one making shit go up. I'm the one making it.
Yes, sir. Good people, good vibes, good energy. I already know, man. What we talking about, Tom?
So I think Passion had a topic she wanted to talk about.
She done switched seats on us.
Yeah.
I did. I'm whatever.
As y'all
Like
see,
playing musical chairs and
Real
shit.
range.
Musical chairs.
She said this is our better side.
It is. I love it over here. Anyways,
Yup, there it is.
Okay, Bizzle.
let's talk about 50-50. So before I get really into the topic, how do y'all feel about going 50-50 in the household as a man? I want all the men to answer.
Do you mean like 50-50 in bills?
Yes,
Like,
50-50 in the household, period. 50-50 paying rent, 50-50 paying car notes, anything. I want the men to answer, though. I don't want my females to answer.
All right, so I'll give you my answer first. So I don't expect 50-50. Like, I'm not expecting you to split all the bills with me. It's like, if I'm taking care of certain bills, like maybe I'm taking care of the rent, mortgage, you know, the light bill, the water bill, my own vehicle, you know what I'm saying, insurance, stuff like that. It's like, all right, if you are working, I expect you to at least, you know, keep groceries in the house, you know what I'm saying, not utilities, toiletries, stuff like that, at the bare minimum.
You had me, then you lost me. Okay. You lost me at the
It's on me.
lunch.
It's on
Don't
me.
give your response yet. Go
All right, so the basis of my statement is the fact that I think it's tough to have a two-person democracy, right? Like that's quite honestly impossible. So with that being said, I work very, very hard in order to ensure that somebody is going to be the head of household. Now, the way that I'm the most comfortable is for me to be the head of household. In order for me to be the head of household, I think that I should cover everything that needs to be covered. So with that, I want to be able to, quite honestly, make the decisions that need to be made at the end of the day.
That sound like a man
So
right there.
if I'm going to make those decisions, I also want to, you know, have a reason and a standpoint in which for me to make those decisions. So that means that, I mean, it ain't no 50-50 to me when it comes to it. Like I'm gonna take care of my household. We're gonna rock out, and you know, the bread that you're making, don't get me wrong. Like, it should go to something that's building and developing our household. So if it's not going towards bills, and I'm gonna teach you how to invest it the right way into an index fund in order for us to build it for the future. So it's not just gonna go to bullshit or whatever you want it to go to. But at the same time, if I'm gonna make the rules of the house and rock out how it's supposed to, like,
Yeah.
I'm not coming to you to even ask about any questions.
1,000%. So let me tell you what comes with his answer. If I tell you you're not going out tonight, you're not going out.
Okay.
Fact.
That what
And I'm not
comes with his
going out.
answer. I bet. I was just making sure that was clear.
Listen, an honest response. I am not going out.
All right, bet.
My thing is,
I need my sandwich.
no, listen,
I just want to make sure that was clear now. That was clear.
No, listen up. But listen. On some real stuff though. You said, y'all both said the money that y'all making, blah blah blah. You know, if you going out working, I'm not gonna be working. I might be making some money, like doing whatever I want to do. But if I'm at home, being a stay at home, I'm not going out working.
Most definitely.
So
I mean, a real
that's
dude
you
gonna
are
take your
literally
job seriously,
100%. You're literally gonna be 100%. And I want to be 100% at home, relaxing, feet kicked up, taking care of.
And fellas, this is what most people really want when it comes to.
I feel like
Yeah, if you say I can't go out, I'm baby, I'm gonna be at home.
but you okay, so
even more than that, it's going.
Cap.
But you not. It is. That's fine. But if you really taking care and providing, then that's different.
Fellas, that's why you got to be a real
Y'all
one
really
out here.
not. Y'all really just say. Y'all really just talking. Y'all really don't do that. Because if you haven't really did it before, then don't just say.
I'm
low-key.
actually doing that in real life
Hey, but
right
look
now.
though, look though.
Currently,
Except for her car and her car insurance.
I'm
cool.
I want my
currently
man to
backing
take
up the
care of
point that I'm
me.
making
I
right
take
now.
I'm
care of
cool with my
mine.
man
Stay at
paying
home.
all the bills and stuff. But I still
Takes
feel like I
care
had
of
to make
mine.
my own money.
Yeah,
Because I
you
don't
gotta
want to
make
have to
your
come
own.
to
We
you for
always
every.
make our own money,
I mean,
though.
yeah, but I don't want to have to come to you for every little thing. Like, I want to buy this. I want to go out here with my friends.
That's
I don't wanna
grounds
have
for a man to
ask
But
control
I don't
you.
know.
every time.
I
I need my
done
own
had-
bank account. If I'm just
hold
like,
up. No. See, the problem and the issue that we always run into is the fact that you guys are really assuming that the person that wants to do that is a bad person that doesn't have your best interests at heart.
Who said
It doesn't necessarily mean that they have your.
no.
They don't. It doesn't
It's-
mean that. It's
if
more
you
of
say-
a.
no,
If you
s-
put so much of who you are into a person, that you give them control over everything over your life, at some point they're going to try to make the decisions for you that you.
But I
might
didn't
not
have
need
that
them
though.
for,
I didn't
or-
have that car. No.
So I feel like.
That's a terrible assumption to
For
the
a
person that you're going to
woman-
end up with.
Well, no, I'm
You're
saying
making the assumption that the person that you're going to end up with has no.
I'm not
astute-
making any assumptions. I'm saying clearly. I'm saying that for if a woman is going to submit to a man, she's going to say like, okay, you're the lead of the household, and I'm going to allow you to pay all the bills. You're going to take care of us financially and all these other things. That's that's what I'm going to commit to. But I feel like every woman should have her own too,
No, but
because if you don't have your own,
No, but you're cutting submission short. And I'm not trying to cut you off in terms of like you can't have your own. I'm not saying that that's not a good thing. I'm saying that we need you to find your own within what's good for our family. Because if we're going to be a unit and work together, then sometimes there's not enough time for us to both work on both sides of the coin.
So what do you think is good for our family, for a woman, just domestic?
For you to take care of the house, if you want to be majorly focused on the household and I'm taking care of the bills, and I need you to be majorly focused on the household, which leaves out you being focused on creating your own money or your own income stream, because you're right. But the to really assume that the person that wants to take care of you is going to make bad decisions or try to control you, because you said that leads to somebody being controlled.
That's if you're not making your own money. That's if you're solely relying on one person for everything.
A partnership takes trust. You have to.
A partnership takes
rely.
two.
Right.
A partnership takes two.
But that doesn't
so
mean
if
that-
you're a partner to me,
Hold on.
then that means that you have something that you're bringing to the table.
Hold on.
I have something that I'm bringing to the table. That's 50-50.
Correct.
You
That-
just said you
that-
don't
that- No,
support.
but that doesn't need to be the same thing. I don't need you to work while I'm working. Who's taking care of our household?
It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm working,
like I
but I
can
have
work,
my
though.
own.
if there's no kids involved, like especially if there's no kids involved.
No, there's going to be kids involved. That's what being a family is.
So if there's kids involved,
Then that's a
and you're
different
at
story.
work, and the woman is at home,
So you don't see how
you're only supporting the family financially, right?
No, I'm supporting everything that needs to be supported.
Like,
I'm just asking.
Like across the board, anything that needs.
Hold on.
is
Before we
supported.
keep going down this rabbit hole, we ain't get all the male opinions on that question.
Just real quick, we
So-
going off.
so
of,
the 50-50
we going
thing.
off of like our own
Yeah,
individual.
Your own independent opinion about that.
Oh, all right. So
Yeah.
I'm a little bit with Tone for the most part. Like I cover basically everything except like I haven't covered the car note. That's probably it.
Yeah.
Everything else, rent,
Has
utilities.
the car note been asked and been paid for?
That
or
car note is paid off, baby.
D's and titles, baby. D's and titles.
Side car.
All right. So
I didn't even
anonymous.
that was even my but you
Anonymous,
made with
what
that
you
one,
doing?
though.
Because look, so wait, I got a response for you once we go through all the male opinions. Go ahead.
I'm with you, big dog.
I bet. Where you at, Bezel?
I'm with you with it. Even with that though, I was gonna say like, I don't want them to just think like, even when we go on trips and shit, like it's gonna be paid for type shit on my end, but you could do a little something on the trip.
Yeah, for sure.
I,
And my,
But, like,
She
you know,
better
she gonna
plan
do
that
go
motherfucker.
ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
nah, no funny. Like if I'm gonna pay for this,
You
no
better
funny,
plan
like,
it.
You can plan it.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
say,
right,
like,
I'm
right.
talking about
You feel me?
super
Like-
activities.
Like you gotta
Make sure I have fun. You and me.
Contribute
I think
to something.
initial
Yeah.
investment
I
is
have to
important for the
plan
women's
it.
side, right? So we're talking about initial, like when we first getting together.
Cause
Like
Cause
that's
you feel me?
initial
Like-
investment. But after we get into like me and you together, we rocking out, like it's us. Then at that point,
like you feel me? Like
You know,
you contribute something. I ain't saying you gotta pay for something. I ain't saying you gotta put your money into something, but contribute.
But
something.
that's what I'm saying. Like I want to be able to contribute to something, but I want my man to feel like he has like that leader role, but don't make me feel like I don't have a say in anything. Like I'm a prisoner type shit. Like I feel like a lot of men, I'm not saying all men, but some men, they will take that to the head and they'll just be like,
Nah,
look,
for sure.
I'm paying all the bills. You living off of my dime, so you gonna do this. Like you said, you ain't going out tonight. But under
that
healthy
type of nigga,
terms, so a man telling me like, "Oh, you ain't going out tonight. You staying in the crib with me." Like under healthy terms, I feel like that's okay.
but
Shit,
this
like
is exactly what I'm talking about. Is the fact that you're really assuming that the person that you're talking about doesn't have your best.
I'm not I'm not assuming that the person I'm talking to doesn't have my best interest. I'm saying that there are men out there, not saying based off of my experience or me. I'm saying there are men out there to women who are dealing with men who will hold them captive and say like, because I'm paying all this money on you, I'm gonna run your
I
life.
get what you saying. I get what you
Like
saying.
you don't have to. You don't gotta pay for anything. You don't have to pay for
anything.
anything.
We're talking about the exception to the rule instead of the rule. We're talking about guy. I don't think that guy is most like we have zero of that dude in the room. We have zero. Like I don't think that's probably 1%.
You're not a
dudes.
female though. You're not a woman, so you don't run into different men. You probably hang around a lot of wholesome men who do that, and y'all all think alike, right? So I feel like
Well,
for a woman, we run into
You is what you hang
different
around, right?
type-
I would hope that every woman in this room would select. I don't think that any woman
You
in
would
this room
hope,
select
but
that
the
partner.
reality is that there are men out there
That
who
is.
do exactly
But I
that.
don't think the
Like,
good dudes have the
Okay, but
answers.
they are women out here as well.
there are women out here, so I feel like it
We
goes
talking
both
about Drea
ways.
again?
But I can only speak
My
from
bad, my
one
bad,
side.
my bad.
All right, so passion. This was the point that I was gonna make to what you were saying, right? Was that like, as two single adults who've been taking care of themselves for a while, both of them are completely independent, right? So essentially, you feel like that just because you are now dealing with a man, that he should take on all your responsibilities that you had when you were single.
Yes. I say
That's
that.
real though. That's real.
Yeah,
I appreciate the realness. That's real. Yeah.
Yes, like I said.
If you gonna pick that one, that's yours.
Yeah.
He knew what he got into when he was messing with me, so I let it be known.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not ready to do that, then don't mess with me. I don't care to talk to you then.
Fellas,
Stop
listen.
talking to me.
That's real.
Because then gonna do it.
She-
Somebody else
she-
gonna
she
do it.
keep
Well,
it in
one
the
man
buck
won't
with
do
you.
it, another one will. So I'm not worried about it.
And that's
Wow.
what men gotta understand. Like, if you approach a woman with a certain type of energy, I'm paying for all this, I'm doing this, and that.
Yeah.
You can't just say later down the road, oh, you want too much, you too needy, you too this and that. Don't approach a woman
And
with
if I
that
like-
energy if you're not going to be consistent
Exactly.
with it. Be upfront, be clear about what it is and what it ain't. That's all I'm saying. Like
That's true, but at the same time, like you have to be willing to accept guidance because sometimes
how can you accept guidance from somebody who don't know what it is they want to bring forth? Like if you're going to come here and you're going to show me one thing.
Well, like I'm saying, like the right dude, right? In terms of if he's gonna come to the table and say that, hey, like we're trying to like go for the future, right? At some points in time, it might not be a good idea to do X, Y, Z. So it might not be the right thing to go splurge at this point in life, and we might need to put something here. So at 50 to 60.
We're not talking about the right guy. We're talking about a realistic
I don't want
situation.
to talk about wrong dudes no more because every
I just
conversation-
feel like no, it's not.
It's
even
about the
that.
reality of it all.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're gonna bring something, if you approach me with that type of energy, initially, you're not approaching me with like, oh, we're gonna put this to the side, we're gonna build, we're gonna develop, eventually we're gonna be this and that. At that point, okay, I'm willing to take it slow with you if I want to do that. But if not, and I'm on something else, and you show me something else, then I'm going to go with what you're showing me.
I get it. My overall point, my underlying issue is the fact that we readily have this argument while we're assuming that we're talking about the worst dude possible.
It's really not an assumption though, because we're talking about realistic stuff that didn't happen. We're just not really talking about the whole situation
so you
that didn't
think,
happen.
percentage-wise, how many percentage of guys do you think are terrible? Out of 10 guys,
100%.
out of 10 guys, how many?
100%.
100%. Everybody has a flaw in them. Everybody has a flaw in them.
Yeah, I say like maybe
100.
65.
100% of men have a flaw in them because every woman have a flaw in them too. Everybody
For sure.
has a flaw in them.
Yeah,
Like
for
y'all
sure.
trying to act like
All right, so look.
y'all trying to
We
live a
ain't say
fairy
that,
tale
though.
life.
No,
It's
no,
not a
no, no,
fairy
no, no,
tale.
no, no,
It's
no.
I'm not trying to live a
realistic.
So let me
What percentage of
hold.
men do you think are
Go ahead, Chris.
terrible?
I think a lot more.
She
good
said
dudes
100.
out here
She
than
already
y'all.
said 100.
Every
He
dude,
asked, what percentage of women do you think is terrible?
Oh,
every woman is every. Listen,
Every
we
woman's
just get
terrible.
away with it. Y'all don't get away with it.
I
Y'all
think-
do.
I think- I don't get away with nothing.
Nobody gonna keep it a buck, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep
That's
it
the
a buck.
problem.
Go ahead, Vonnie. Let Vonnie talk.
That's the problem.
I'ma
I
keep
feel
it
like
a
there's
buck.
a difference in our perception because our age category for real. Because
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
that's a category though.
no, the dudes that like we come across or who approach, they be on some. They not even masculine man for me to even be submissive.
Even
Like,
these
say that
older
because there
niggas
are
are not
older men out there that be on the
masculine,
same
though.
bullshit. But go ahead.
huh?
It be older men out there that be on the same
That's the
bullshit.
thing. These older
Younger
men,
men,
don't do
older
shit.
men. It just depends on who you're talking to and what you tolerate. I feel like not every man is a bad man, and I don't think it's 100%. I feel like it's probably like 50%, 65, maybe. Like I don't think it's 100%. I just feel like.
Well, show me one.
But there are, because listen, I've turned down men who were great men. I just wasn't with that. I wanted something different.
show you one.
Please
So-
put your hands out because y'all are just doing this for
There,
this.
listen, and I can speak from experience. There have been men that was like, look, you need to quit your job. I want to take care of you. I want you to come move in with
My
me,
wife
do this,
ain't
this,
worked
and
in a
that.
decade.
And it came with everything. Like it was the whole package. With like you said, you want him to come with that energy. I don't want to have to work. Da 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 da. Me myself, I felt like it wasn't for me. So at that time, maybe a little down the line when I'm ready to settle down with something like that. But I feel like I got my own
No, you
motion.
missed out.
I don't need a man to do that for me right now. So if we gonna have fun, we gonna have fun, and that's it. But
I don't want fun no more though. Fun is just it's getting old.
all right. So look, let me also break down what you said too. So you was like, I think you quoted like back in the day, men were more comfortable like fully taking care of a woman, like they ain't have to do nothing but stay home with the kids, right?
Don't worry about it.
You was alluding to that, I think.
Women had to stay home with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that was never an issue, if women never saw a problem with that, why would they ever fight for the right to go to work or the right to be
Amen.
paid the same?
So yeah, I'm gonna really speak on it. I don't know what dumbass woman said this Because I never advocated for that.
Listen, at some point it gets too
Listen,
much,
I like to work, yes, if I want to work. It's not a problem of working because, yeah, we all want to be independent, get our own shit. But at the end of the day, that man was out there working and that lady was at home cooking and doing what she was supposed to do.
And she
Whoever
didn't
was at
want to
home
be. That's
being
why women was out here trying to work. They was trying to get out the house.
No.
That's the whole point.
No.
They did not want to be in the house all the
never
time.
stopped.
Well,
Women
they wanted to
wanted to
go to
go
college, go to
take
school.
care of
They wanted to
kids,
follow their
like-
dreams. They wanted to be more because it was not. They could not do that at that
But, like,
time.
just
there were laws
imagine.
that prevented women from actually going and doing shit that way.
No.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
You speak on
That's what you wanted to
But
do.
no, just imagine.
What happened, Taz? Yeah, what happened, Taz? What happened?
Like that, they genuinely, if you really look at the workforce when it comes to like jobs and things of that nature, first of all, there's no wage gap. Like the wage gap doesn't exist. The fact of the matter is, women don't want to do the harder jobs that pay more money.
No, they don't want women to do the harder jobs.
That's true. They would not hire no woman to do no welding.
They don't.
No, we've literally opened all of it up, and the women still aren't doing the job.
But honestly, I feel like women are taking over for real. Like they are doing the job.
In what?
They don't give women the opportunity to
There's no women in tech jobs.
So if you
And you have all of the opportunities to be in.
No. That's cap.
No.
That's cap.
All right, bro.
That's cap.
They do have. They have the opportunity. They just don't get chosen.
If you put in
literally, that's illegal.
If me and you,
No.
it's illegal, but it happens every day. If you put in an application to a warehouse and I put in an application to a warehouse to do the same job, we have the same background, same experience, and everything. They're gonna hire you first.
No, they aren't. Actually,
It depends.
they're gonna hire you first.
Why would they hire me first?
Because they get more tax breaks for the government to have more like to rate their quota.
But they still need to.
No, literally, minority and equity inclusion is a law that's been passed that literally says that they get more tax, so it's more profitable for the company to hire women and minorities.
And how long are they keeping these jobs?
It like literally, guys.
Out.
If I could hire more women and pay them less, then why wouldn't my
You just said we
Why
get
do you
paid the
feel
same.
like women aren't in tech jobs? Because women go to college.
You just said we get paid the same.
Women go to college, but they don't pick the technical majors. They
Yes,
just don't.
Yes, they do.
Look, Google it. Google is your friend. Look it up.
But then that,
Look it up.
But
'Cause
that's just
you're arguing
men
me a
are
stat
just
that you don't
words.
genuinely know.
This is
Okay,
a
what's the
man's
next
world.
topic?
No, but
Play that at the beginning of this.
Thank you.
but
It's
you're,
a man's world.
Next topic, please.
you're arguing with me a stat that
Next
you don't
topic,
know.
please.
Well, no, I'm just saying that. Like,
It's okay.
We accept your perception.
I just want you to know what the actual facts are. That the fact is, there's been propaganda that has been placed in this world that makes you guys believe a certain thing because capitalists, the men like me, I'm an entrepreneur, right?
Boy,
I
I'm
own
in
my
social
own
studies.
business. So let me break it down for you for the reason why feminism actually worked and started, right? Is because the fact that most women in their household make the decisions for themselves about who spends the most money in their household, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm a capitalist that wants money to be spent with my business and sell you guys, I'm going to make sure that it is you guys that make the money instead of the men because you can make the decision to spend the money with me. It's capitalism that's been set up in our U.S. society that really makes feminism work. It's all been a trap to take away from the actual family structure that is the best thing for everybody involved.
Preach it,
I
Bishop.
feel like women just don't really want that no more, though. I agree too, but I just feel like
speak into the
nowadays
mic, speak into the
women
mic.
don't want to be at home. A lot of women now don't really be wanting to be at home and take care of the kids. We can, like you said, we can go out and go get it
That's a
ourselves.
fact.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm with my man right here. You don't like
Who is going to
on.
raise our family?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
Look though.
at the
Why
end of the day-
why do they need to be
No,
home? Why do they need to be home 100% of the time to raise a family?
Okay, let me talk.
They can work.
they can still
No,
work.
it doesn't work. The 24, the way we set up time doesn't work like that.
Why don't it?
Because
But that's
it
what I'm saying.
gets-
They don't want to do
at
that
this
anymore.
at this
I ain't
day
gonna
and
lie.
age,
For as long as my mother and father did it, if they could do it, anybody on this.
at this day and age, there are stay-at-home dads. There are men who stay home while women is going out. They the breadwinner. They going out. They
Make
getting
me
the
a
money.
stay-at-home dad, mama.
But I'm saying like times have changed.
No,
times have
but
changed. Like we
on the
cannot.
other end, you guys don't want to pay.
I'll do
for
that. I'll
everything.
do
We
whatever
talked
you
about
need.
not going
Hello.
50-50.
You gonna cook and clean?
I do that anyway.
You cannot You cannot make that a
No, but you guys want both sides of the coin, and that's not possible. You can't have it both ways.
The way passion think is not the same way
It's
that
not
I
the
think.
same way I think either.
I'm not saying that, but I'm trying to explain to you that the way life works, you can't have it both ways.
I think everybody.
We're
like
not
different,
asking
though.
for it both ways. I feel like it varies depending on who you're talking to and how they
their
approach
relationship
you.
is.
Like I said
I agree.
before, how they approach you. If you come to me with that energy where it's like, I'm gonna do all this, and I agree, like, okay, he gonna do all this, I'm okay with him and how the way he leads me into whatever relationship commitments that we have, then that's okay. But me personally, I feel like there should be limits to that. Like, if you're gonna, provide for me financially and everything like that, and I do the domestic stuff and I agree to that, then that's okay. But like,
yeah, I mean that's what I'm
So
saying.
So what about the households who literally
still
cannot
honestly-
afford, like the man cannot afford to handle everything on himself?
I get
She
what
has
you're
to
saying.
work,
Realistically-
she still got
Well,
kids.
let
They
me-
gonna have to figure it
No,
out.
let me
What if they
explain-
can,
let
though,
me
and
explain
she
to
still
you the
go
way
to work?
that American
She's still making
society
money
is
for
set up.
herself, though.
I'll explain the way the American quote unquote dream is set up for us, right?
Yeah, social studies.
So genuinely, most men don't get their actual career and trajectory together until they're about 35 years old. So quite honestly, between the time of 20 when you might meet them, 25 when you might meet them, to 35, it does take the partnership in order for America, in order for it to work together. What I'm trying to make you guys understand is we need to have defined roles in place in order that, okay, if you do want to have your own and do that, that's fine. But everybody needs to be ahead of something in the household, right? So if I'm the head of making the money, I need you to be the head of raising the children and being the household.
No.
If what you're doing is
you need to be a present father just as much as I'm a present mother. Whatever you feel as though you out making money, I'm in the house, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm making sure that we got everything that we have.
That's
You need to be
not-
just as present as I am. So you can't say like you need to be home taking care of the children.
no way.
You need to be
Look,
home
look,
taking care of the children too.
The fact of the matter is, you guys.
Being a stay-at-home mom is just as
hard.
much work as you going
get a
out
break.
to work.
Honestly.
Whoa, guys! I respect it more
Yeah.
than you guys
But
do.
no, I get what you're saying about who's gonna raise the family.
Hold on. Let me finish my statement.
Okay,
Like what I'm saying is, I respect it the more than you guys do because I consider it to be a full-time career, whereas you guys are not considering it to be. You're saying that you can do that and work a job at the
You
same time.
can. There are women out here that are doing that every day without a man. Without a man. My mom did it.
Shout,
That
hey,
is all well.
Shout out to my mom.
But
Shout out you, Angel.
Are you trying to say that is the best way to be the
It's
most
not the best
successful?
way. It's the realistic way. You're not getting that. You're thinking about the
that's the problem
perfect.
with our
But
culture.
like you
That's-
said,
we-
you
we-
said men don't get.
All right.
Realistic views. Like
You said next topic, Tom?
It's so
Right.
sad that your reality can't be what the perfect thing
But
is.
no, I get what you're saying. You said 35, but
be,
that's
though.
a good age. I feel like for
But it
me
could-
to
but
settle
it could
down
be,
and
though.
want to be in the house and take care of my family. Me right now, I'm a hustler too. I got my own business, and in 10 years from now, I expect for those businesses to still be running and flourishing. So I'm still going to be like having some hands in my business while I got a family.
All right, man. And on that note, man, the moral of the story is, man, just find somebody who the best for you.
Fact though.
No matter what the
situation
situation is, the circumstance, just find whoever you rock with, man, and figure it out at the end of the day.
Figure that
Everybody's
Communication is key.
I see what y'all work with.
Yeah,
Hey, good luck, y'all.
facts, man. So look,
Figure it out.
we appreciate y'all for tuning in to episode 43, part 2, man. We
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
all y'all for pulling up too, man. It's
Yes,
love.
sir.
This your time. Shout out your Instagram. You want to? Go
Crazy.
ahead.
Amigo Bin Laden,
Speaking to the mic. Into the mic. Into the mic.
MIGOBINLADEN. Go follow me on Instagram.
There it is.
Thank you.
Chris.
Follow up.
At D Chris B with 3 S's.
Mine is Nyasia, NY.AZJAH.
Bonnie May _ follow my hair page. Bonnie do hair.
Yep, she gonna get
Period.
you right, man.
Entrepreneurs. She not a
Follow
stay-at-home
me,
mom. She a working
anonymous.
mom. She
From the line.
From the man.
Bonnie gonna take care of her man.
For sure, man. So look, make sure you like and comment, subscribe, and keep sending us topics, man. We're gonna keep getting better every week, man. Peace.
Oh my
Thank you
God,
for
we do
having
that.
us.